I showed laboratory experiments, so I want to show participant observation in the laboratory. So classic way of comparing chimpanzees and humans and chimpanzees. This is a classic way. Again, it's not me who started comparing humans and chimpanzees. Almost 100 years, Western psychologists wanted to know the similarity and difference of human baby and chimpanzee baby. And the classic way is putting the baby chimpanzee at home. When I was young, I was forced to raise the baby chimpanzee at home because the mother abandoned, rejected to raise the baby chimpanzee. So I rescued the chimpanzee and bring him back to home and took care of the baby chimpanzee with my daughter. Yes, please.
Is this Pan?
Yes. Okay. This is Pan chimpanzee, abandoned by Poochie. So I try to be equal to the two species, humans and chimpanzees, try to be equal to the same. But when I practice these things very classic way, immediately I recognize it's not fair to compare the two species in this situation. The logic is clear. Western psychologists thought this is exactly the same environment and same way of taking care of the babies. Only the difference is their innate, their nature, human nature and chimpanzee nature. Then suppose that you try to be the same, but humans start to speak, and chimpanzee baby never speak at all. Speech or the language must be innate in humans, not in chimpanzee. So that is the logic. I understand the logic, but it's not fair because my daughter has the parents, but the chimpanzee baby has no parents at all. It's not fair. So chimpanzee is forced to adapt to human environment without the parents. So at a look, this is fair comparison, but I believe it's not fair, not ethical, not scientific. So you should not do this kind of thing. If an infant is isolated from the mother, she look depressive. Lose the eyes shining, lose and bending and holding knees. So if there is a surrogate mother, human caretaker, the infants rush to the caretaker to cling because they need the mother. So if the mother, the caretaker, say, do like this, they do like this. If the mother asks you to use sweeping machine, they do. Or the person asks you, the chimpanzee, to take a dog for the walk, they do. But it shows the flexibility of chimpanzee intelligence, but it's not fair. So this is not fair. So I strongly believe it's not fair. In 1983, I guess. So 30 years ago, I believed it's not fair. So when my research partner I gave the birth to her son named Ayumu in 2000. By the way, I, the pronunciation is I, and the meaning is love in Japanese, and very popular girl name. And Ayumu means walk, and very popular boy name in Japan. And starting A, Ayumu. As you see, the placenta and cord. So this is only 9 hours after the birth, and I took the photo from the inside. So 2000, what we started is a new research paradigm that is called participant observation. That consists of the researcher, mother, and infant. The very important principle is the baby is not isolated from the mother. You should not isolate the baby from the mother. The baby has the right to be raised by the biological mother. So only one change, in a sense, only one change, different from the preceding Western psychologists' many attempts. I did not isolate the baby. The baby was reared by the mother. The baby was reared by the biological mother, that's all. So it's not a great step. It's only a tiny change. But still you can do the study of cognitive development of infants, like cross-fostering, classic way, because the baby is reared by the mother, but the mother has a strong friendship to the researcher. So the researcher can ask the mother to help me to test your kid. So triadic relationship of researcher, mother, and infant. The researcher can ask the mother to help to test the kid. So that is participant observation we created in 2000 and 2005 and 2009 and 2012 and 2014. It continues. Not only me, I, Ayumu, but also Masaki Tomonaga and Chloe and Cleo and Masayuki Tanaka and Pan and Paul. So researcher, mother, infant. The triadic relationship. Among the triadic relationship, you can test the baby chimpanzee, the development of their cognitions. Look at the case of human infant, human child. When you test your child, you ask the mother to help you to test the kid, like using wooden block, lining horizontally and putting the last one on the top and moving the vehicle, the car. Can you do it? And scattered on the floor. And 2 years old can beautifully imitate horizontal and vertical line alignment. This is one test of cognitive development in human case. And exactly the same thing you can do in chimpanzees. Thanks to the long-term friendship to the mother chimpanzee, you can ask the mother chimpanzee to help me to test your kid. So this is participant observation, the strategy or the paradigm we created in 2000. The same test, in the assistance of the mother, you can test the infant. So we have published many papers and assembled into the books. So, two books from Springer, Primate Origins of Human Cognition and Behavior, and Cognitive Development in Chimpanzees.